Shanu 8:10.
Please start.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar session. Today's session is the fourth session and the last session on Parabola chapter. Children, I think that you have all gone through the first three sessions on Parabola. In today's session, you will be learning equation of tangent, equation of normal in different forms, and also few important problems based on that chapter. This chapter is being dealt by Mr. Vittal, PGT Mathematics, TSMS Elegandal, Karimnagar district. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, madam. Good morning, students. Welcome back to my fourth session from the parabola. And this is the last session for this parabola. In this session, we are going to learn equation of tangent in various forms, equation of normal in various forms, important problems. So let us see what is the equation of tangent. All of you know what is tangent and what is normal. We have learned in the circle chapter itself. But with respect to parabola, what is equation of tangent? What is equation of normal? And some important problems we are going to solve today. And first, let us see what is equation of tangent in various forms. So before going to that, in that equation of tangent, first let us see the given straight line. What is the condition that straight line to be tangent to parabola? So first one we are going to see as condition for straight line to be a tangent of parabola. And next let us see equation of tangent in a different forms. First one is slope intercept form. In the circle chapter also you have learned slope intercept form, and everything in the first year also you have learned slope intercept form and parametric form and Cartesian form. Okay, so equation of tangent slope intercept form, and also equation of tangent in Cartesian form, and equation of tangent in parametric form. Okay, students, so in this we are going to learn first one is condition for straight line to be a tangent. So first of all, before starting the condition for straight line to be tangent, first of all, what is the position of straight line? Let us take equation of straight line as y is equal to mx plus c, and the equation of parabola as y square is equal to 4ax. We are taking the standard form of the parabola, and also we are taking the slope intercept form of the straight line. So now let us see what is the position of the parabola straight line with respect to parabola. So first, this is a parabola, y square is equal to 4ax. It can pass through the parabola, which can be with through 2 points. One is P and Q. Here, the straight line y is equal to mx plus c passing through the parabola through 2 points P and Q. So, and this is straight line is called secant of the parabola. And next is possibility is this is the parabola, and this is the straight line which is touching the parabola at a point, right? So at a point P. So this is called tangent. So tangent is nothing but, what is the tangent of the circle? Tangent of circle is nothing but the straight line touches the circle at a point is called tangent of the circle. Same way, tangent of the parabola is also the straight line which is touching a parabola at a point, at one point, is called tangent of the parabola. And next, third condition will be the line and parabola are away from each other. So these three possibility of the straight line and the parabola. First one is passing through the parabola which is touching at 2 points P and Q, and second one is intersecting at only one point, touching at only one point, which is called tangent, and third one is they are away from each other. And we can say the first one is intersecting at 2 points, and second one is intersecting at 1 point, and third one not intersecting line. So it depends on what. Intersecting 2 points means it will have 2 zeros. Intersecting of 1 point means it will have only 1 zero. Not intersecting means no zeros. So you have already learned in the previous classes the quadratic equation. So if the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then what decides the number of zeros and the nature of the roots? Nature of the roots is decided by the discriminant. So what is the discriminant? B square minus 4ac is the discriminant. And we know that if the discriminant is greater than 0, then there will be two different zeros. If the discriminant is equal to 0, then two roots are equal. If the discriminant is less than 0, there will be imaginary roots. So based on that concept, intersecting at 2 points means definitely the discriminant should be greater than 0. Discriminant is nothing but b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac is the discriminant in the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Intersecting at one point, whenever any line touching the parabola, that means the discriminant is 0. Discriminant is nothing, 0 is nothing but the roots are real and equal. Equal zeros, two zeros are equal, then only we'll get the discriminant as 0. And at not intersecting points, the no real roots, discriminant less than 0. Okay, so what is the discriminant? Already we told discriminant is nothing but b square minus 4ac in quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. What is a there? A is x square coefficient and b is a x coefficient and c is the constant. Okay, students. So this is the position of the straight line y is equal to mx plus c with respect to parabola y square is equal to 4ax. Now let us see based on this the theorem. The condition for a straight line y is equal to mx plus c to be a tangent to the parabola y square is equal to 4x is c is equal to a by m. C is equal to a by m. That means y is equal to mx plus c is a straight line, right? Where the c value, if the c value is equal to a by m, then definitely the straight line will be the tangent of the parabola. So this we have to prove it. Let us see the diagram for this. First proof. Let the equation of parabola is y square is equal to 4ax. Diagram anyway we know one parabola and one straight line which is touching at only 1 point. Let the equation of parabola is y square is equal to 4ax. Sorry. And the equation of straight line is y is equal to mx plus c. That means equation of parabola is we are taking standard form and equation of straight line I am taking as slope intercept form. Okay, so they are touching each other. That means there will be a one common point to both. So to prove this, I am taking first y square is equal to 4ax as equation number 1 and y is equal to mx plus c as equation number 2. Now substitute y value from equation 2 in equation 1 because parabola and straight line is having common point, right? So that is called point of contact. So to get that condition, I need to substitute y is equal to mx plus c value in equation 1. So that what happens if we observe y is equal to mx plus c is there. I'll substitute y is equal to mx plus c in the y square is equal to 4ax. I'm having y square is equal to 4ax. So in place of y, I substitute mx plus c. So mx plus c whole square is equal to 4ax. This one a plus b whole square form I'll divide this while expanding. A plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. A square is nothing but a m square x square. B square is nothing but c square plus 2 into mxc is equal to 4ax. And next 4ax bring to the left hand side, then you will get m square x square plus c square plus 2mxc minus 4ax is equal to 0. And this is a quadratic equation, right? M square x square plus c square plus 2mxc minus 4xc, 4ax is equal to 0. This is the same from the last I have taken. So this last step I am simply writing here also for our convenience. So taking 2x common. So I am taking 2x common in these two terms. If I take 2x common in this, I will get m square x square. 2x common if I take from 2mxc, mc minus 4ax. If I take 2x common, 2a remains and plus c square is equal to 0. I am writing this. So consider this as equation number 3. Observe this equation. This is a quadratic equation in x. Quadratic equation in x is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 form. The given line will touch the parabola. Already we discussed, if the touching is nothing but, if the quadratic equation given, the discriminant should be is equal to 0. The discriminant should be equal to 0. What is the discriminant? B square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So let us compare this with b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. While comparing the given equation 3 with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, I'll get the a value as m square and b value as 2 into mc minus 2a and c value as c square. So here the condition is the given line will touch the parabola. The 2 points coincide. The 2 points coincide, which is nothing but discriminant b square minus 4ac of equation 3 is 0. So whenever you take the tangent means the discriminant of quadratic equation is equal to 0. The discriminant is nothing but b square minus 4ac is 0. So from equation 3, a is equal to m square, b is equal to 2 into mc minus 2a and c is equal to c square. So I am comparing this equation 3 with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So I got the values a is equal to m square, b is equal to 2 into mc minus 2a and c is equal to c square. So I am substituting the b value and 4ac values in these. So b square is nothing but 2 into mc minus 2a whole square. In the b square minus 4ac, I am substituting the value. B is a 2 into mc minus 2a whole square minus 4 into a is nothing but m square, c is nothing but c square is equal to 0. So this is total b minus 4, this is a and this is c. Simplifying this, 2 whole square is 4 and mc minus 2a whole square, again expand this using a minus b whole square formula. A square, that is m square c square plus b square, 2a whole square is 4a square minus 2ab is 2 into mc into 2a, that is 4mca minus 4m square c square is equal to 0. So further, if I expand this, multiply with 4, so I am getting 4m square c square plus 16a square minus 16mca minus 4m square c square is equal to 0. So here 4m square c square can be cancelled. 4m square c square can be cancelled and finally remaining is 16a square minus 16mca is equal to 0. 16a square minus 16mca is equal to 0. I'm writing again here. What common I can take here? So I can take 16a as common from these two terms. If I take 16a common, remaining is a minus mc is equal to 0. So if the product is 0, 16a 0 or a minus mc is equal to 0. So a never be 0. So a minus mc is equal to 0. That is nothing but a minus mc is equal to 0, which I can write as a is equal to mc. A is equal to mc, or I can write c is equal to a by m. C is equal to a by m. So this is a condition for a straight line to be tangent to the parabola y square is equal to 4ax. The condition for straight line y is equal to mx plus c, where slope is not 0, to be tangent to the parabola y square is equal to 4x is c is equal to a by m or a is equal to mc. This is the most important condition for this equation of tangent and equation of normal. So remember students, the condition for a straight line to be tangent is C is equal to A by M. C is equal to A by M is the condition for a straight line to be tangent to parabola. Okay, next. Let us see equation of tangent slope intercept form. So what is the slope intercept form of straight line? Y is equal to mx plus c. So equation of tangent means I should substitute c is equal to a by m, right? Let us see. Equation of tangent in slope intercept form. Let the equation of parabola is y square is equal to 4ax, and the equation of the straight line is y is equal to mx plus c. I am having equation of parabola and equation of straight line. And what is the equation of tangent slope intercept form? So simply I should substitute c is equal to a by m in the straight line. This we know from the previous theorem. The condition for a straight line y is equal to mx plus c to be tangent to the parabola is c is equal to a by m. So here in the equation of straight line, wherever c is there, substitute a by m, then you will get the equation of tangent. So if I substitute c is equal to a by m, it becomes y is equal to mx plus a by m. So y is equal to mx plus a by m is the equation of tangent in slope intercept form. What is the equation of tangent? Y is equal to mx plus a by m. This we call it as slope intercept form of the equation of tangent of parabola. Y is equal to mx plus a by m. So the most important points are, the first one, the condition for a tangent to parabola, a straight line to parabola is c is equal to a by m is the first important formula. And second important formula is equation of tangent in the slope intercept form, y is equal to mx plus a by m. Next, slope intercept form, point of contact. Point of contact is nothing but the common point of parabola and tangent. So we need to find out the common point of the tangent and parabola, which we call it as point of contact. Let us see the diagram. This is a parabola and this is the tangent, and point P is a point of contact which is common for both straight line and the parabola. Px1 y1 is a point. The condition, now I need to find out the x1 y1 values with respect to the slope intercept form. So the condition for straight line y is equal to mx plus c to be a tangent to the parabola is c is equal to a by m. This we know. Now quadratic equation from previous theorem. So already we derived the quadratic equation using this by substituting y value here. I got the quadratic equation as m square x square plus 2x into mc minus 2a plus c square is equal to 0. Again, we know no need to derive it. Directly I am taking from there. And a, b, c value by comparing ax square plus bx plus c, I got a value, b value and c value. Right, students? Now find out the x value. If the quadratic equation is there, how to find the roots? Roots are through discriminant form. The roots are x is equal to minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Remember, students, x1 is equal to, I can write minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac. This is the finding the roots using for a quadratic equation using formula. So x1 is equal to minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac. So now we need to find out the x1 and y1 values, right? So for that only I am taking like this. So x1 is equal to, I can write, and this straight line is a tangent to the parabola. So already we discussed, if a straight line is tangent to the parabola means the discriminant is equal to 0. So discriminant is nothing but b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Or else you can say like this also. If tangent means that is having only 1 0. So 1 0 is nothing but the zeros are only minus b by 2a comma minus b by 2a. Two roots are same. Okay, both the way it is same only. So x1 is equal to, I can write x1 is equal to minus b. Minus b is nothing but I am substituting the values. B value if I substitute, minus of b is 2mc minus 2a plus or minus, this is the 0, right? B square minus 4ac is 0 by 2a. A is a m square. 2 can be cancelled. So remains as x1 is equal to minus mc minus 2a by m. So minus m, c is equal to a by m. I know the value of c is equal to a by m whenever the straight line is a tangent to the parabola. So the condition, I am substituting c value here, a by m minus 2a. So m can be cancelled. So what remains? The remaining value is minus a minus of a minus 2a by m square, which further if we divide it, minus a plus 2a by m square. So minus a plus 2a will be plus a by m square. A by m square. So this is the value of x1. Value of x1 is a by m square. But what we need, point of contact is nothing but x1 and y1 also we need it. So for finding the y1 value, what I will do is I will substitute in the equation 2, or I can say here why I am writing c by m. A by m is equal to c, right? So here this I can write as a by m into 1 by m I can write. So wherever a by m is there, I can write c by m also. So I can take a by m square or c by m, both are same only. Now let us find out one value. So to find value, the equation of a straight line, which is y1 is equal to mx1 plus c. That is y1 is equal to m, x1 nothing but a by m square, and c is nothing but a by c is equal to m. So m can be cancelled. So finally it remains y1 is equal to a by m plus a by m. So a by m plus a by m will become 2a by m. So y1 is equal to 2a by m, or else a by m is nothing but c I can write, which can be also written as 2c. So what I can conclude, the point of contact px1 y1 is equal to a by m square comma 2a by m, or c by m comma 2c, right? So the point of contact a by m square comma 2a by m, or c by m comma 2c. So these are the point of contact, or you can say the common points of tangent and parabola. Now let us see equation of tangent parametric form. So first we have seen the condition, second we have seen the equation of tangent slope form, and next we have seen the point of contact. Now let us see equation of tangent parametric form. So parametric form is, you know already parametric forms. What is the parametric forms? X is equal to 80 square and y is equal to 280 are parametric equation of the parabola. Let us see, this is the parabola and straight line. Let the equation of parabola is y square is equal to 4ax. The parametric equations are x is equal to 80 square and y is equal to 280. This we have discussed in the previous class. What are the parametric equation? Then what I can say is, we know the point of contact from the previous. We already found this. We know the point of contact px1 y1 is equal to a by m square comma 2a by m. Now p80 square comma 280 is equal to a by m square comma 2a by m. Both are same only, because x1 y1 in place of x1 y1 I am taking 80 square comma 2a t. So these both are same. I can equate this. I need to my aim is to find out the t value now. From here I can write, from if I compare the second coordinate, even I can compare the first coordinate also, you can find the value. But while comparing the second coordinates, it will be easy. So 280 is equal to 2a by m. I can cancel 2a to a. So remaining is t is equal to 1 by m. So this is the condition for equation of tangent in parametric form. T is equal to 1 by m. Or else I can write m is equal to 1 by t. Remember students, for parameter, the relation between the parametric form slope and the point is m is equal to 1 by t. We know the equation of tangent is y is equal to mx plus a by m. Y is equal to mx plus a by m. Here substitute the m value, then you will get the parametric equation. Y is m, wherever m is there, I substitute 1 by t x plus 1 by m is nothing but t. M is nothing but 1 by t, 1 by m is nothing but t. Here a into 1 by m is nothing but t. So y is equal to 1 by tx plus at. I can take LCM, t as LCM, then x plus at square, which can be written as, if I cross multiply t and y, yt is equal to x plus at square. So yt is equal to x plus at square is the equation of tangent in parametric form. Yt is equal to x plus at square, or else you can write x plus at square minus yt is equal to 0. This is the equation of tangent in parametric form. Very, very important formula. The formula for equation of tangent in parametric form is yt is equal to x plus at square. This is the equation of tangent. Now, equation of tangent in Cartesian form, let us take now. So Cartesian form, for that, parabola, straight line, px1y1 theorem. The equation of the tangent at px1y1 the equation of tangent at px1y1 to the parabola s is equal to 0 is s1 is equal to 0. Let us prove this. S1 means what? Already we learned in the previous class notation. Yes, S1, S11, S12 and all. So S11 with respect to the parabola is y by 1 minus 2a into x plus x1. So this is equal to 0. We have to prove it. So proof of this, proof, let the equation of the parabola is y square is equal to 4ax. There is a two types of, two approaches. We can go by any approach. I'm taking one approach, and second approach is given in the textbook. Y square is equal to 4ax. Differentiate with respect to x. All of you know the differentiation in the first year only. So y square is equal to 4ax. Differentiate with respect to x. Then I'll get y square is 2y into dy by dx is equal to 4a. So y square, I'm using the formula a power n is n into a power n minus 1, and x differentiation is 1. So 2y into dy by dx is equal to 4a. I can cancel 2 and 2 here, or else simply I can write dy by dx is equal to 4a by 2y. 2 1s the 2 2s the, then dy by dx is equal to 2a by y. Dy by dx is equal to 2a by y. Slope of the parabola at px1 y1 is m is equal to dy by dx at px1 y1. So already this also we have studied in the last year, first year 10th chapter. The slope of the parabola or slope of any point or straight line is dy by dx at a point. Dy by dx at px1 y1 can be called as the slope. So slope of this parabola here is m is equal to dy by dx at px1 y1. If I substitute m is equal to 2a by y1. So wherever dy by dx is there, I am substituting 2a by y. So here point I am taking x1 y1. So that's why instead of y, I have taken as y1. So m is equal to 2a by y1 is a differentiation dy by dx at px1 y1, which is also called as slope. the equation of line passing through the equation of this line. I am finding out the equation of this line. Equation of line passing through a point and having slope. Already we studied in the first year. The equation of line passing through a point having slope m is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So this is the equation of straight line which is passing through a point and having slope as m. So the formula is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Here I'll substitute, instead of m, I'll substitute 2a by y1. So wherever slope is there, the slope value I am substituting here. Let us substitute. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. M value I am having as 2a by y. So y minus y1 is equal to 2a by y1 into x minus x1. So y, if I cross multiply it, y into y1 minus y1 square is equal to 2a into x is 2a into x minus x1. So we know that this is the straight line and parabola. Parabola equation is y square is equal to 4ax. It is passing through x1 y1. That means I can write y1 square is equal to 4a x1. So wherever y1 is there, I can substitute 4a x1. Let us substitute y1 value as 4a x1. y1 minus 4a x1 is equal to 2ax minus 2a x1. I'll bring all the terms to left hand side. So it will become y1 minus 4ax1 minus 2ax plus 2ax1 is equal to 0. This further I can write as y1 minus 2ax, because minus 4ax1 minus 2ax I am writing here, minus 4ax1 plus 2ax1. If I add this two, it will come as minus 2ax1 is equal to 0. So y1 minus 2ax minus 2ax1 is equal to 0. If you observe these two terms, I can take 2a common from this two. Even in fact, minus 2a also I can take common. So while taking minus 2a common, y1 minus 2a into x plus x1 is equal to 0. This is nothing but S1. So already we know S1 value is this, y1 minus 2a into x plus x1 is equal to 0 is nothing but S1 is equal to 0. This is the proof of tangent in Cartesian form. The equation of tangent in Cartesian form is S1 is equal to 0. So always equation of tangent is nothing but S1 is equal to 0. Whether it is circle, whether it is the parabola, whether it is whatever it is. Because the equation of tangent is S1 is equal to 0. So notation will be different based on the conic, but value or the formula is S1 is equal to 0 only. For circle also, the equation of tangent is S1 is equal to 0. For parabola also, equation of tangent is S1 is equal to 0. For circle, S1 notation value is different. S1 in the circle it was xx1 plus y1 plus 2a into x plus x1, 2g into x plus x1 plus 2f into y plus y1 was the equation of tangent. S1 is equal to 0. Here the equation of tangent in the Cartesian form is S1 is equal to 0. Here S1 value is y1 minus 2a into x plus x1 is equal to 0. Okay, students. So this is the proof equation of tangent in Cartesian form. I hope all of you understand. Now let us sum up all the equations of tangents together. Then we'll move on to equation of normal. Okay, so what we have learned, slope intercept form, y is equal to mx plus a by m, and we learned parametric form as yt is equal to x plus at square, and Cartesian form is s1 is equal to 0, and the point of contact is a by m square comma 2a by m. So in this session we have learned this 4. And not only this 4, one more formula we have learned, that is a condition for a straight line to be tangent is C is equal to A by M. Slope intercept form is y is equal to mx plus a by m. Parametric form is yt is equal to x plus at square. And the Cartesian form equation of tangent is S1 is equal to 0 and the point of contact Px1 y1 is a by m square comma 2a by m. So students, all of you should remember all these formulas which are most important for your MSET and IIT also. Let us move on into the next. Let us take one note here. If m is equal to 0, the line y is equal to c is parallel to the x-axis. So how it will be? Let us see. This is the parabola. This is the x-axis. And this is the slope is 0. Slope 0 is nothing but, so always we know that the slope x-axis which is parallel to x-axis is 0. So slope is 0. So which is a parallel to x-axis. If y is equal to c, so in the y is equal to mx plus c, if you substitute m value as 0, it will remain y is equal to c only. And this line equation is y is equal to c. If y is equal to c, what is the x value? If y square is equal to 4ax, I can write x is equal to c square by 4a. How I got is, if y square is equal to 4ax, I can write x is equal to y square by 4a. So x is equal to y square by 4a and I'm having y is equal to c here. So instead of y, if I substitute c here, I got x is equal to c square by 4a. That means if a line which is parallel to x-axis, then the equation, the point of contacts, or else you can say the intersection points are c square by 4a comma c. The straight line intersect the parabola at the point pxy is equal to c square by 4a comma c. Here you should observe one thing. What is the observation is nothing but, is this tangent? It is not a tangent. It is not a tangent. This line is intersecting the parabola at a point which can be written as c square by 4a comma c. And no line which is parallel to x-axis is a tangent to the parabola. No line is a tangent to parabola which is parallel to x-axis. That also you should note down. And second one, there is one and only one tangent parallel to y-axis. That is y-axis itself, and there is no tangent parallel to x-axis. That means if a tangent parallel to y-axis means there is only one axis, one line is parallel to y-axis itself only. Right? There is no other line is parallel to y-axis. What is a parallel to y-axis? Parallel to y-axis is only the y-axis is parallel, and there is no tangent parallel to x-axis. Okay, students. Here you note that if a line is parallel to x-axis, means that is not a tangent. If a line is parallel to y-axis, means that is definitely y-axis only. Right? Then no line is parallel to y-axis will be a tangent. Let us see. This is the parabola tangent, and which is the y-axis is a tangent. Now let us see. If a point lies inside the parabola, if a point lies inside, how tangents we can draw? No tangents we can draw. If a point lies inside the parabola, we cannot draw any tangent. Same like the circles. Circle also, if a point lies inside the parabola, can we draw any tangents? No, we cannot draw any tangents if a point lies inside. Either it is circle or it is parabola. Next, let us see. If a point lies on the parabola, how many tangents we can draw? Students, tell me, if a point lies on the circle, how many tangents we can draw? Only one, right? So here also, if a point lies on the parabola, only one tangent we can draw. If a point lies outside the parabola, then we can draw two tangents. Equation of normal. Now, till now we have discussed about tangent. Now let us see normal. What is a normal? Normal is nothing but the line which is perpendicular to the tangent is called normal. The line which is perpendicular to the tangent is called normal, which we learned in the previous class. Now let us see, this is the parabola equation, and this is the tangent. Now I will take the line which is a perpendicular to the tangent. This is the tangent, and this line is a perpendicular tangent which is having 90 degrees. Now let us see one here. What is normal? Normal will be always perpendicular to tangent. So if we know the rules of or formulas of the tangent, definitely we can easily find out the values or formulas for normal. Okay. The equation of the normal at Px1 on the parabola is y minus y1 is equal to minus y1 by 2a into x minus x1. Proof. Let Px1 y1 be the point on the normal. We know that slope of the tangent already we discussed, that is 2a by y1 is the slope of the tangent. Then what is the slope of the perpendicular line? So we know that if two lines are perpendicular, their slopes are, the product of their slopes is -1. If m1 is the slope of first line, m2 is the slope of second line. If the two lines are perpendicular, then m1 into m2 is equal to -1. m1 into m2 is equal to -1. So slope of the tangent is 2a by 1, means slope of normal will become minus y1 by 2a. So then slope of normal is minus y1 by 2a. If you multiply this two, you'll get the value as -1. So I know the slope value, then I can find out the equation of normal, right? The equation of line passing through a point and having slope as y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, which is the normal. I'll substitute m value here, then I'll get the answer. Y minus y1 is equal to minus y1 by 2a into x minus x1. Here only the thing is how to find the m value. So this is the equation of normal. You should remember this also. Y minus y1 is equal to minus y1 by 2a into x minus x1. This is the equation of normal in Cartesian form. Now let us see parametric form. Parabola, tangent, and this is a normal, which is a perpendicular. The equation of the normal at Px1 y1 and the parabola s is equal to 0 is y minus y1 is equal to minus y1 by 2a into x minus x1. Just we derived it. Equation of 1. This is equation 1. Now I need to write the parametric form. The parametric equations, already we know that x is equal to 80 square and y is equal to 280. Here I am taking x1 is equal to 80 square and y1 is equal to 280. Substitute x1 and y1 values in the equation 1. Then y minus 280, wherever y1 is there, substitute 280. Y minus 80 is equal to y1 is equal to minus y1 by 2a into x minus 80 square. Here I substituted y1 value and x1 value. So further, if I am cross multiply, I'll get as 2ay minus, if I cross multiply, see 2a into y minus 280 is equal to minus y1 into x minus 80. Here y1 also I can substitute as 280. So y1 value also I can substitute as 280. So here I can cancel 2a and 2a. Then what remaining? Y minus 280 is equal to minus, if I multiply with minus t, minus tx, or I can write minus xt, minus minus will be plus t cube. Sorry, here a should not become, only t square will be there. So y minus 280 is equal to minus xt plus t cube. Y plus xt. This I can write as sending xt to the left hand side and 280 to the right hand side, which will become y plus xt is equal to 280 plus t cube. So this is the equation of normal in parametric form. The equation of the normal in parametric form is y plus xt is equal to 280 plus y 280 plus t cube. Y plus xt is equal to 280 plus e cube. This is the equation of normal in parametric form. Now let us see equation of chord. What is mean by chord? Chord is nothing but a straight line which is passing through parabola, or I can say straight line which passes through 2 points of the parabola is called chord. Equation of chord is the equation of the chord joining the points px1, y1 and qx2, y2 on the parabola is s1 plus s2 is equal to s12. And we know how to find the s value, and we know how to find the s2 value. Also, we know how to find the s12 value. So this is the equation of the chord of the line joining the points px1, y1 and qx2, y2. So equation of chord is s1 plus s2 is equal to s12. Now let us see two important problems which are given for 7 marks in the IPE. So till now we have discussed equation of tangent, equation of normal. Now based on that, let us do problems. The first most important problem is show that the common tangent of parabola y square is equal to 4ax and x square is equal to 4by is x into a power 1 by 3 plus y into b power 1 by 3 plus a power 2 by 3 into b power 2 by 3 is equal to 0. So here two parabola are given. One is the y square is equal to 4ax parabola, and second one is x square is equal to 4by is one more parabola. And we know how to draw this parabola. Y square is equal to 4x. This is the y square is equal to 4ax parabola, right? Y square is equal to 4ax will be like this, and this is the x square is equal to 4by. Now definitely there is a common tangent to this. We need to find out, or we need to show that the common tangent is x into a power 1 by 3 plus y into b power 1 by 3 plus a power 2 by 3 into b power 2 by 3 is equal to 0. This is the common tangent which is touching x square is equal to 4by and also touching y square is equal to 4ax. Now I need to find out the equation of this. Solution. Given equations of the parabola are y square is equal to 4ax and x square is equal to 4by. This is the equation number 1 and equation number 2. Equation of any tangent to 1 is of the form y is equal to mx plus a by m. Already we have solved this, we have derived it. Equation of tangent is y is equal to mx plus a by m. Actually it is the equation of straight line. So the condition for straight line to be tangent is c is equal to a by m. So instead of c I am writing a by m. So equation of tangent to any equation is of the form y is equal to mx plus a by m. So the line equation 3, this is the equation 3, is a tangent to equation 2 also. That means the equation of this is tangent to first one, means that is also tangent to second one. So I can write, so therefore the points of intersection of equation 2 and equation 3 coincide. Substitute the value of y from equation 3 in equation 2. If I substitute the value, what I am getting is x square is equal to 4by. Wherever y is there in the equation 3, substitute the value of y from equation 3 in equation 2. So what I am doing here, in equation 2, what is the equation 2 I am having? X square is equal to 4by, where I will substitute y value as mx plus a by m. So x square is equal to 4b into y is nothing but mx plus a by m. Now x square is equal to 4b into mx plus a by m, which I can write as x square is equal to 4b. If I take LCM as m, then which I can write as m square x plus a by m. So x square is equal to 4b into m square x plus a by m, which can be written as, if I cross multiply it, mx square is equal to 4b m square x plus 4ab. So sending m to the left hand side by cross multiplying and multiplying with 4b remaining terms. So mx square is equal to 4b m square x plus 4ab. Next one. So this can be written as, if I sending to the left hand side, it will be mx square minus 4b m square x minus 4ab is equal to 0. We know that for any tangent, the discriminant is equal to 0. Here I got a quadratic equation. If I get the quadratic equation, then for getting a tangent, their discriminant is always 0. B square minus 4ac value is 0. So compare here, from above equation, a is equal to m, b is equal to minus 4b m square, and c is equal to minus 4ab. How I got this? I compared the equation, this equation mx square minus 4b m square x minus 4ab with ax square plus bx plus c. So if I substitute in the value, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, b square is nothing but minus 4b m square whole square minus 4 into a is nothing but m, c is a minus 4ab. So that is 4 4 is a 16 b square m power 4 plus 16 m ab is equal to 0. I can take 16 b common. If I take 16 b, when m also I can take common, bm cube plus a is equal to 0. So but m never be 0. Slope is not 0. If slope is 0, then there is no tangent. 16b, if I send to right hand side, remaining m into bm cube plus a is equal to 0. Here m is not equal to 0, means bm cube plus a is equal to 0. So bm cube plus a is equal to 0, which I can write as bm cube is equal to minus a and m cube is equal to minus a by b. If m cube is equal to minus a by b, what is the m value? Send cube to the right hand side, then it will becomes 1 by 3. So m is equal to minus a by b to the power of 1 by 3. This is the slope. So if I got the slope value, substitute m value in equation of tangent, which is y is equal to mx plus a by m. If I substitute, wherever m is there, minus a by b to the power of 1 by 3x, a by minus of a by b to the power of 1 by 3. So this is the equation of common tangent. You can stop here, or else if you simplify, you will get the answer as, and simplifying the above equation, you will get x into a power 1 by 3 plus y into b power 1 by 3 plus a power 2 by 3 into b power 2 by 3 is equal to 0. So therefore, the equation of the common tangent to the parabola y square is equal to 4ax and x square is equal to 4by is equal to x into a power 1 by 3 plus y into b power 1 by 3 plus a power 2 by 3 into b power 2 by 3 is equal to 0. So this is the process of finding out the equation of common tangent. If two parabola are given, this is the process. Okay, this is the important problem, students. Note down and practice once or twice. Definitely one of the expected question for 7 marks. Next, the most important problem. Let us see the next most important problem, and this is the last problem from this chapter which we are taking. Prove that the area of the triangle formed by the tangent at x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3 to the parabola y square is equal to 4ax is 1 by 16a into y1 minus y mod of y1 minus y2 into y2 minus y3 into y3 minus y1 square unit. Already in the previous session, we have discussed the area of a triangle formula. Now, but this is the by tangent, the area of the triangle formed by the tangents of the parabola. Previously, we have discussed that was only area of the triangle which the points are on the parabola. Okay, the difference from the previous problem and this is, in the previous problem, the area of the triangle which given points on the parabola, but here the area of the triangle formed by the point of intersection of the parabola, point of intersection of the tangents of the parabola. So here we need to take two tangents. There is a three tangents. Each tangent is intersecting at a point. Then the points joining is forming a triangle. That triangle area we need to find out here. Let us solve this. This is also a most important problem for 7 marks. Proof D81 square comma 281 and E82 square 282 and F83 square comma 283 are 3 points on the parabola. The equation of tangent in parametric form is, this is the important formula which I already said, yt is equal to x plus at square. Equation of tangent in parametric form, yt is equal to x plus at square. Now the equation of tangents at d comma e comma f are respectively. So there are 3 points d, e, f are on the parabola. So from at d one tangent, at e one tangent, at f also one tangent. So the equation at d I need to write, the equation at e I need to write, the equation at f I need to write. So I'll get 3 equations of tangent. Then after I need to find out the vertex of the vertices of the triangle. How to find the vertices of the triangle? By the point of intersection of 2 tangents will be the one vertex. Okay, let us solve this. The equation of tangents at d comma e comma f are, the first one is yt1 is equal to x plus 81 square, and the second one is yt2 is equal to x plus 82 square, and the third one is yt3 is equal to x plus 83 whole square. Let us consider the first one as equation 1, and the second one as equation 2, and the third one as equation 3. Till here you are clear, students? What I did, from the point I am writing equation of tangent in parametric form. Yt1 is equal to x plus 81 square with respect to first point, yt2 is equal to x plus 82 square with respect to second point, and yt3 is equal to x plus 83 square is with respect to third point. Now equation 1 I am having, equation 2 I am having, equation 3 I am having. Now I need point of intersection of this point, these two tangents. So equation 1 minus equation 2, if I do, equation 1 is yt1 is equal to x plus 81 square, and equation 2 is yt2 is equal to x plus 82 square. If I subtract this one, x and x get cancelled. If I take a common, y into t1 minus t2 is equal to a into t1 square minus t2 square. This is a t2. Now y into t1 minus t2 is equal to, this is t1 square minus t2 square is nothing but a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b formula. If I use t1 plus t2 into t1 minus t2, that means this 2 can be cancelled. t1 minus t2 and t1 minus t2 cancel. Then I got the y value as y is equal to a into t1 plus, this is the y value. So now I need to find out the x value. So how to find out the x value? Substitute this value, this equation or this y value in, substituting y value in equation 1, or you can substitute in equation 2 also. Any equation, either equation 1 or equation 2. I am substituting here in equation 1. So if I substitute in equation 1, what is the equation 1 I am having? Yt1 is equal to x plus 81 square. So y value I am writing as t1 plus t2. t1 is equal to x plus 81 square. Multiply this, 81 plus 81 t2 is equal to x plus 81 square, and 81 square can be cancelled. I got x is equal to 81 t2. So I got x value and y value with respect to two tangents. Comma a 2. The point of intersection of tangents at D and E is P at T1, T2. I'm just copying from there. So instead of doing the same process again, I am simply writing. Similarly, the points of intersection of tangents C comma F and at F comma D are, wherever 1 is there, I am writing 2. 2 is there means 3. This is the point of intersection of equation 2 and 3. And same way, this is the point of intersection of equation 3 and 1. So with these 3 points as a vertices, I need to find out the area of a triangle formed by P, Q and R. If Px1, y1, Qx2, y2, Rx3, y3 are 3 vertices of triangle, then the area of triangle is equal to half into x1, y1, 1, x2, y2, 1, x3, y3, 1 is the equation area of the triangle formula. Here y3 should come. The area of triangle PQR is equal to half into the first point is a T1, T2, a into T1 plus T2, 1. Same way, a T2, T3, a T2 plus T3, 1, and a T1, T3, a T1 plus T3, 1. So this is the area of the triangle. While solving this, I'll get the answer. So taking a common from first column, a common from second column. So I can take common as a square. So the area of triangle is equal to a square by 2. I'm taking common from first column a and second column a square by 2. The remaining is T1, T2, T1 plus T2, 1, T2, T3, T2 plus T3, T1, T3, T1 plus T3, 1. Now I will use the row operation. Row operation for solving this R2 minus R1 and R3 minus R1. You can do any row operation. In the textbook, they have given R3 minus R1 like this. But in the previous problem, we did in the same process. So that is why I am doing this process R2 minus R1 and R3 minus R1. Keeping first row as same. Fixing the first row and only doing the row operation for second and third row. First row is T1, T2, T1 plus T2 and 1. And the second row T2, T3 minus T1, T2. I am doing R2 minus R1, that is T2, T3 minus T1, T2, and this is T2 plus T3 minus T1 plus T2, and this is 0. Same way, the third row will be T1, T3 minus T1, T2, T1 plus T3 minus T1 plus T2, 0. So here, what can we cancel? Cancel T2, T2 can be cancelled, and here T2, T1 and T1 cancel in the row 3. By first row remains same. In the second row, I can take T2 common. If I take T2 common, it is T3 minus T1. And from this T3 minus T1, 0. And also from third row, I can take T1 common. If I take T1 common, T3 minus T2. And here also T3 minus T2, 0. If you observe this, what a common I can take? From row 2, I can take T3 minus T1 common, and from row 3, I can take T3 minus T2 as common. So it will remain a square by 2, T3 minus T1 into T3 minus T2. Then the remaining is, first row remains same, and second row, if I take T3 minus T1 common, only T2, 1 comma 0, because T3 minus T1 I have already taken common. And for third row also, if I take T3 minus T2 common, T1 into 1, T1, 1 and 0. Now, because two values are 0, I can take this column, sorry, first row and the third column a square by 2 so A, B, C, D, this is the 2 by 2 matrix. The multiplication of 2 by 2 matrix is AD minus BC. So I'll multiply like this. So T2 into 1 is T2 and minus T1 into 1 is T1, which is T2 minus T1 is equal. So this can be written as A square by 2 T3 minus T1 into T3 minus T2 into T2 minus T1, which is in the mod. Now we know y is equal to 280. This can be done in the two approaches. First approach I have explained in the first problem, and second approach we can do like this. Y is equal to 280 means T is equal to y by 2a. I am having T1, T2, T3. So T1 is equal to y1 by 2a I can write, and T2 is equal to y2 by 2a, and T3 is equal to y3 by 2a. Why I am doing this? Because in the question they asked, show that it is in the form of 1 by 16a into y1 and y2 forms. So that is why I am converting T1, T2, T3 into the y form. So a square by 2, T3 is equal to, I can substitute as y3 by 2a, T1 is equal to y1 by 2a, T3 is y3 by 2a, T2 is y2 by 2a, and T2 is y2 by 2a minus T1 is y1 by 2a. Here if you observe from this, I can take 1 by 2a common, and from second also I can take 1 by 2a common. From third also I can take 1 by 2a common. So how many 1 by 2 a's? I got first 2a, second 1 by 2a, third 1 by 2a. First 1 by 2a, second 1 by 2a, and third by 2a, and remaining is y3 minus y1, y3 minus y2, y2 minus y1. So this will be y3 minus y2. A square, 2a's can be cancelled, this a square and a can be cancelled. So remaining is 1 by 2 into 2 into 2 is a 16 and y. 1 into 1 into 1 is 1, by 2 into 2 is 4, 2 is 8, into 2, 16a. So I can write 1 by 16a into this, I can rearrange as y1 minus y2, y2 minus y3, and y3 minus y1. y1 minus y2, y2 minus y3, y3 minus y1. Here you consider y3. So which is square units. So hence prove. So this is the way to find out the equation of, the area of the triangle which is formed by the tangents. Okay, this is the most important problems. You all practice is once or twice. So by this we can conclude the problems of parabola. So what we have learned today? Today's session we have learned equation of tangent in various forms, in the Cartesian form, in the slope form, and in the parametric equation form. And also we have learned equation of normal in various forms, and also some important problems. So in the 4 sessions, what we have learned, we have started with introduction from conic section. We have done some problems, and also we are closing with equation of tangent and equation of normal. So this is the chapter parabola, third chapter, which is the important chapter. Okay, in the conic section, the next chapter will be ellipse. So I hope children understand the conic in the conic section, the first chapter, which is third chapter, parabola. Okay, thank you students, thank you for watching. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Vittal sir.
Thank you,
Very nicely you have explained the parabola chapter. Excellent multimedia presentation, sir. Children, you should make use of this video even after the regular classes start, because this will be a supplement for you. So once again, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.